Hi guys. I thank you for coming. I want to make sure that it was working. I see us on here. So thank you so much for hopping on. I am on with my friend Tara. Hi.
Hello.
And the two of us are going to be trying to answer as many questions as possible with in regards to the business of Arbonne. So, as you guys know, we are both consultants, and we jumped into this business. Probably sounds like for crazy people, but it's been life changing for us. And we just want to try to answer some questions on. Either hesitations or like the myth behind network marketing or um, why we chose to do this, why we continue to do this. And we're both pretty much at this point, I would say, lifers. And we're in it for the long haul. We have a huge belief in this company and we stand by this company. So I'll let you shoot the first question off and we will go back and forth from there. And these are just common questions that we get kind of all the time.
Okay, so my first question, which I have been actually wondering myself, is your upline, Noelle, who introduced you to this business. You ignored her for 8 months, and I want to know why you ignored her for 8 months.
Yeah,
It's a long time. It's almost a whole year.
I know. Hi, Noelle, if you're
Yeah.
here. So if you are watching, I am so sorry. As she knows, it is not anything towards her at all. It's nothing personal whatsoever. I was an idiot. I was just not open to adding something onto my plate. So at the time, I was working a full-time job and I was doing interior design on the side. And I thought that this was going to be so much more than what it is. I thought it was going to take up a whole nother portion of my life, and I was already kind of battling with like where do I fit in like a social life and personal time. And I was completely mistaken. I've been proven wrong time and time again. I realize now that I could fit this in the pockets of my day, and I was able to work my Arbonne business alongside my corporate job and my other side hustle. And just recently actually made the decision to leave my corporate job and focus on my Arbonne business and my interior design business. So if, yeah, you guys, like, I regret that so much. I regret that I just didn't do it from day one. I could have helped so many other people and been so much further with, my own personal growth and my business, but it is what it is. We're here now. I launched my business basically a year ago today, and it's been incredible, but sorry, Noah.
I'm sure she understands.
Did you like what was your sister-in-law, right? Your stepsister-in-law, so right away you were like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Easy sell. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I jumped. It was when she showed me the um just like the business side of things. I love talking about that stuff.
Okay.
And when she showed that to me, I was like, yeah, that makes total sense. Like I'm sure, let me give this a try. I'm just a pretty open person. Like if I don't understand something or I don't know something, I just ask questions and I just clarify it for myself. And if it's not for me, it's not for me, but I at least listen and I want to know what I'm saying no to.
Yeah.
So
You're the
yeah.
ideal person that we are looking for, someone that is open-minded.
Yeah.
Um, and honestly, that was not me. I had a lot of hesitations, but instead of educating myself and asking those questions, I just was like, no, I'm just not going to respond. But I will tell you, my non-response was basically like, it's a possibility. I never told her like, no, you crazy lady, stop messaging me,
Yeah.
something like that. I think it was always in the back of my mind, like the what if, but instead of asking myself, what if it doesn't work? I never asked myself, what if it does work? And the minute that I changed that question in my mind, everything changed for me.
Mm.
So I just had to be more open minded. But I'm curious because I don't know if we ever talked about it. How long have you actually been a consultant with Arbonne? And in like this period of time, how have things changed for you in your personal life?
Um, I have been doing this almost 4 years, and this business changed my entire life. It introduced me to people that I didn't know I needed in my life. Um, it helped me with my personal growth, which I didn't know that I needed to work on. um, but I for sure did. Always still like just the importance of it taught me really what that was. Um, it changed my entire life. Like my gut health, this company was the perfect fusion of, I don't want to do sales. I don't want to be salesy anymore, but I love that. Like, I love that aspect. Like, we have to do it all day, every day. Like, that's what the world runs on. It just makes sense. Like, economically, like it's just part of life. But also, like, how do I serve people? How do I help people be the best versions of themselves? Like, I love helping people. I love talking with people. I love connecting with people. I love meeting new people. I love meeting fabulous women. Like, I just, like, my friend Sarah, I made friends with her in the gym locker room because she was doing pinup makeup, and she was like so blindingly gorgeous that I stopped. My sister-in-law was talking to me, and I just like stopped, and I turned around and I was like, oh my gosh, your makeup is so beautiful. And she was like, oh, thanks. And I just love to talk to people and like connect, especially with females. So it's the perfect fusion of like how I can do both. So it literally changed my whole entire life.
I love that. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Literally, 2 weeks into the 30 Day Healthy Living, I was like, oh my gosh, personal
Yeah.
growth. I'm like at Barnes and Noble buying every book I can
Yeah.
find. And I was like diving into like, how can I be a better person?
Yeah.
And I don't watch TV anymore. And I was like, who am I?
Yeah.
And honestly, even the entrepreneur side of things, I've always like had the idea of wanting to own my own business, but I was terrified because I didn't see myself as a leader. I thought I was going to forever just kind of be on the little hamster wheel of like I felt more comfortable reporting to the 9 to 5 and like getting the steady paycheck.
Right.
And now being introduced to a world where you can have the flexibility of like creating your own time and schedule and doing things when you want, where you want. I'm like, I'm sold.
Everybody wants that. Like, it's just like everyone wants that. It's ideal. It's so amazing.
Yeah. And as you know, it's like we do that and we don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, like let me go try to search for some loan or investors
Right.
to like start a business. Like we are given every single tool and resource from the minute that you click on consultant. So
Yeah.
it's just incredible.
The just one more thing to touch on that is I read something today that another consultant posted. Danny, do you follow Danny
Oh,
Cakes?
uh-huh.
I love her. She posted something about like just her journey. It's basically answering the question that you just asked me. And she had put, this is the room I always knew I belonged in. And that just like, I was like, oh, that's exactly like part of the community too. Like, I didn't know I needed this, like this group of people like that just encourage you and they speak life over you and they want you to do well and they're invested in your success and like, just your health and wellness. And like, that's like the feeling that I get. Like, I belong here. Like I'm accepted and I'm like, I have like this whole new family. You know what I mean? It's really beautiful. Like, it's a really cool
Oh, I
part that I
agree.
didn't know that was part of it.
I know. No, I thought, okay, Noel was going to cheer me on,
Yeah,
because, but then I
it'll
didn't
be cute.
realize that all these people like start cutting me out of the woodworks and they're just like, go girl, like you got this. And I'm just like, wow, like every single person wants everyone to achieve their goals and like be at the top and not leave anyone behind. And
Hmm.
I've never experienced that in a work situation. It's
Me
always
neither.
like dog eat dog and like competitive. And
Hmm.
yeah, as you guys know, I think they've heard us talk about this, like how you and I didn't even know each other before Arbonne.
Yeah.
Um,
And
and
we've
just
been on the phone with each other every night for this past like almost 2 weeks. So
like, are you gonna join me or
yeah.
yeah, I love it. So where do you see your business going in the future? Because you obviously got into Arbonne just kind of wanting to get away from the sales that you were doing, sales job and that kind of thing. But where do you see this in like big picture, biggest dream, big vision? Um,
I just see, like, I know that the people that I'm supposed to meet are out there. We're just waiting to cross paths. This kind of helped me um, discover what my purpose is. And I really like my passion is like kids and babies. Like, they are fundamental in our future. They, um, I don't know if this is like the answer to the question that when you asked me it, this is what popped into my head. So I, I guess long term, just want to be able to give back to things like boys and girls clubs. And like, I'm really into boxing, and there's all the boxing gyms basically, like especially around here where I live, like they're all underfunded, but they're a safe space for these kids to go and feel accepted and welcome, and they get to exercise, and they get to have like a positive group of people to be a part of. And so, and then they can go on to do like big and great things. I just think that like funding, giving back to those kinds of things is what my purpose is in life. And I feel like this will be the vehicle to allow me to get more people involved in that, and also be able to give back as much as I want to that kind of cause.
I literally have chills. I'm like, oh, the kids. Like, I
Babies
love
are
that.
so important.
Yeah.
You got to love on
Because
them. Yeah.
yeah, and I agree with you. Just to be in a space where you're able to give back is something I couldn't even fathom two
Yeah.
years ago. And now I see that. I see that big picture. And even if it's just starting with like my own family or my own friends, and just being in a position that I don't have to be worried so much. And it's like, oh my gosh, yes, let's all go on vacation together. Like, it's
Yeah. I
fine.
mean, that
I
too.
got
Like,
it.
yeah.
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 I've always wanted to be that person to just be able to like, I got it, I got it, I got it, And so, but I love that. And the Arbonne community as a whole and the company gives back so much.
Yeah.
And that's all they're about. All we hear it all the time. We're always getting alerts and stuff for whatever kind of like charitable foundation that they're giving back to. The Flourish Foundation is forever on our site. Every single time you check out, you can donate. And it's just incredible that a company like that at this size understands their power to make an impact.
Hmm.
And again, I've worked in other industries and other companies that are billion-dollar companies and have never once been asked like, do you want to put money into this charity? They're
Yeah.
like just in their pocket, in their pocket, in their pocket. So
I told you my bosses didn't even know what my name was. They
yeah.
didn't even know my name. And I saw them all the time. Like they had no idea. And it's like, why am I making you money? You know what I mean? I don't want to do that anymore, you know?
I know.
So
I know, it's literally so different. It's just like, oh, you're
yeah,
here with Arbonne. I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
Tara. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
I love
It's
that.
amazing. It's great. And like you said the other day, like it literally started with a box of like protein, like our fit kit. Like that's what it started with. Like that was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna do this. And you said the same exact thing. And like here we are. Like, and
Mhm.
this is what we have to like the future is whatever we want it to be, whatever we set our minds to, because of that, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah,
something super simple.
I know. And what I love is that there's that quote that says, um, how's it go? Like basically your next decision could be like the worst or best decision of the rest of your life, right? And it was like,
Yeah.
it's no risk. It's no risk in reality. It cannot ever be your worst decision in the worst decision of your life to do a 30 days to healthy living. Like
Right.
nothing life or death or is bad going to come from that. So I agree with you that I had just like made a decision at that moment. I'm like, I need to do something. It was not life or death, but I was having a lot of health issues. So I hit a wall and I was like, I need help. I need an answer.
Yep.
But I never in a million years thought doing 2 protein shakes a day would have me sitting here doing this and sharing this with so many other people. And until
Mhm.
you guys try it, it's like so hard to explain that feeling.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, okay, whatever. Like, you guys just sell protein. Like, it's not.
More
It's
than that.
way more than that. So
So my next question for you is if there was someone out there that is hesitant to try the products or the 30 days, what would you tell them?
you're tripping. No.
Yeah.
uh, literally zero risk. There's a
Yeah.
45-day money back guarantee. So just do something and commit to it. Just try something new.
You
I
deserve
think I
it.
had said the other day, like that cliche quote of like, nothing changes when nothing changes. And sometimes like, oh, I'm so tired of seeing this, but it's true. Like, if
Hmm.
you are looking for change, something has to change. It's not like you're going to just wake up tomorrow. Yes, it's a new day, but like, you have to take action in some way, right? And so the fact that this is being provided to you as a source for change, like, don't overthink it. This is not, am I buying a home? This is like, am I buying a 30 days worth of product? Like,
To nourish my body with.
yes. And honestly, it's not in replace, or it's not added to what you're already spending. It's in replacement to. So I'm sure you get all the time the question around cost is
Hmm.
probably the major hesitation. And you guys, it's honestly so inexpensive. It breaks down to less than $9 a day, and you're only worrying about that one meal and healthy snacks. So honestly, stop tripping and just do it. And it's just, there's no risk. There's literally no risk. So that would be my
Um,
answer.
I would, if you asked me that, that's what I would say. Um,
Like in a
my,
back corner, like, you're doing
yeah,
this.
yeah. So a big thing that I had to learn how to um, know where people were coming from when they asked this. And I didn't know what it was until I got involved with Arbonne, and I really educated myself about it because everyone was like giving me crap about it. Is I want to know what you thought network marketing was before, or if you even knew what it was before Arbonne.
Hmm. So I didn't really know network marketing, or like that title or that verbiage. I knew there were obviously, Instagram models or people on social media like, oh, code Gen 10 for discounts. And honestly, even those, I didn't know how people got into that. I just was
Yeah.
like, oh, they have so many followers, so they have like sponsorships contacting them. But I didn't understand how big network marketing the industry is, and how many companies are utilizing this as their means of advertising. I honestly, growing up, my mom was an Avon lady. So I witnessed like that door to door hustle, like with her catalogs, dropping them off at work, doing the whole thing. And I've also known other people with other companies that are very similar. And I thought, oh my gosh, if I tell Noelle like I'm in, Noelle's gonna literally have me passing out catalogs. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like taking order forms. And
Stuffing bags, putting orders together. I did that with my
yeah,
grandma when I was little. She used to like hire us to like make the assembly line and make all the bags for her like customers and stuff. She was Avon too.
exactly. And
Yeah.
I really thought it was that. And I'm initially was like, I'm not a salesperson, right? And I still
Mhm.
don't feel like I'm a salesperson, but I was so like, I'm anti-sales. And I thought that it was going to be that. I was going to have to be like kind of almost like cold calling, like, hi, do you want to buy this bag of protein? Um, Never again, did not educate myself on what it was. And also didn't even take a step back to realize I was already doing this. I've
Mhm.
definitely suggested restaurants to friends all the time. Almost every day at work, people were like, oh my gosh, girl, where'd you get your shoes? Where'd you get your outfit? Like, da da da. And I'm giving suggestions. I'm sending Amazon links left and right. I'm like, oh, like I'm already doing this. There's just no like monetary tag to it, right? And
Yeah.
then as soon as you put a monetary tag to it, everyone's like, I don't do network marketing. I'm like, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So
Every day.
yeah, again, it was just diving in and getting the knowledge of what this was, and also understanding, as you know, this is the wave of the future. Like,
Yeah.
everything is going online. Brick and mortars are shutting down. People are honestly at this point, it's very sad, but they're losing their jobs because their jobs
Yeah.
are being replaced by computers, by online, whatever, by, and so when's the last time you watched like a commercial? I like skip through in 2 seconds because
Yeah. Even
we
that. Yeah.
can now. And I'm going to my friends for suggestions. I'm asking their opinion. I'm not looking to watch a commercial or reading a magazine to figure out what toothpaste I want to buy, or
Yeah.
and so um I had a really bad idea about it. I also, my ego was involved.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you maybe had that a
Naturally.
little bit. I'm like,
Mhm.
what are people gonna think? They're gonna think
Yeah.
that I'm like trying to be this like this chick. Oh my gosh, like I represent blah blah blah. And it was gonna be like that kind of like code Gen 10,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the discount.
Yeah.
Day, I mean, if I get hit by like the right legging company, I'm like Gen 10 codes all over if you want
Yeah.
to pay me, because now I understand the impact of social marketing and how lucrative this business can be if done with effort. I mean,
Mhm.
yes, it's effort based, but we put in the time, we put in the effort, and the payback, like our time for money payback, is so worth it.
Yeah, it is. It's a no-brainer. And if anything, I think that this pandemic has accelerated that process of like all of these brick and mortar shutting down, and it's awful what's happening, but it's like, okay, that's another thing that is I didn't even think about in the beginning is I don't have to I don't have back stock. I don't have to bring any of this to people's houses. I don't have to come in contact with anybody. They can stay in their homes and stay safe, order online, have it come straight to their door from like, an extremely thorough facility. You know what I mean? In a couple of days, so it's like that much more of a brilliant model
Oh
idea,
yeah. Oh yeah. And like you said, safe. The fact that our warehouse never ever shut down, not one
Nope,
time.
not once. Yeah.
And our business did not stop at all.
Nope.
And Arbonne has increased their sales over 30% in a year. Like, what? So that goes to show you that this is not just this industry, but this company specifically. I mean, like every day it feels like we're getting an alert, like this new thing is happening and like new product is launching and we're rebranding, and it's like so exciting because I'm like, I feel like I got in at such a good time,
Totally. Yeah.
and I'm like, oh my gosh, like new websites coming, like new branding, like
I've been
new
excited for
product.
that. Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, imagine 10 years from now what this is going to look like.
Right. Like
I
I
guess I
didn't even think of that, but like now I'm going to. Like,
I'm like, imagine like what's going to be available to us in 10 years, or the products that they're going to come out with, because they're constantly doing, product building and testing and all of this stuff. And so I mean, I'm just so obsessed. But as you know, I'm a lifer, and I say that you are, and I claim it for you. But at what point did it really click for you that you were like, I'm all in and I will never, ever give up? Like Arbonne will always be in my life.
when I was approached by my boss that I made easily $30,000 a day of worth in product for them, and they didn't know what my name was. That's
Nice.
when, and it was like, I always like, I did it and I worked at it, not as hard as I could have been working at it, of course, but I was working 14-hour days, 12-hour days,
Mhm.
and in a male driven corporation. And I was one of four females, and they didn't know what my name was. And I don't think that they knew the others' names either. So it's just like, man, it just made me feel super insignificant. And I never once, I mean, how huge is our company? It's across the entire globe. We're in 6 countries. So I never felt that from anybody ever with this. You're always made to feel so special and just like worthy and wanted, and you belong. And like, like it's just, that was literally, I could tell you the day and like the conversation I had where I was like, yeah, this is it, and this is all I have, and I'm literally going to give it all I have because this is the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane. And I remember you telling me that story that,
Mhm.
just that how the whole thing went down, and it's the worst feeling. And
Yeah, it's
I
like,
was just telling, I on my live earlier that nothing gets shipped to my house that I have never ordered. If anything, I get like these free products and they're like, congrats, you earned. And I'm like, oh, I did? Like, I didn't even know.
yeah,
There's so much recognition, and it feels so good. And I identified with this a long time ago. Like, my love language is 1000% like recognition. I need to be
yeah,
told, like, you're doing amazing. You're, like, keep it up, girl. Da da da. For whatever reason, that motivates me. And a lot of time in my past careers, I didn't have that. I didn't have the reassurance of you're doing a good job. I can send out 2 text messages and Noelle's like, you're killing it, girl.
yeah. It's just so great.
And it's like they're just like your biggest cheerleader always. And
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I do the same with my team as much as I can. I'm just like, you guys are amazing. And because I understand the effort that it takes for us to even, sit down and reach out to the people that we feel we want to be a part of this business. And you guys, if we have personally reached out to you, it is because we think extremely highly of you. We really believe you could rock this business. Like, we see potential in you that maybe you don't see in yourself, just like Noelle saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And like, love the fact that she didn't give up on me. She
Yeah.
just kept reaching out. Even if I ghosted her for 8 months, she was like,
Rude.
yeah, I know. No,
So rude.
I'm forever indebted to her.
Yeah. She's like the sweetest.
I know.
Um,
I don't know. It was just, there's just a place and it was a timing thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I was just watching a training another day. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And it was in that moment, she just finally said the right thing to the right person. And she was never saying anything wrong. It was just wrong timing for me.
Hmm.
Um, but she knew. She was like, if I keep asking her, she's gonna give
The
in.
time will be right at some point or another. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Last
if we're
question though.
stalking
Okay.
you, oh yeah,
Yeah.
if we're stalking you, we're just waiting for the perfect time.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm still here and I still see you. So whenever you're ready, like,
Exactly.
so if there was someone that was hesitant about jumping into the business, then what would you say to them?
um, don't be me for one. Yeah, don't repeat that. That's just um that you have the option of literally making $0 doing this business or not doing this business,
Hmm.
but you will always only make $0 by not doing this business. So why would you not just have something on the side, a plan B, additional stream of income, a something that you can just dabble in when you want. Like, no one forces us to go fast, no one forces us to go slow. No, it's totally up to you. But why would you not want to put yourself in a position to at least have that option to make 5, 10, and if you want the earnings at arbonne.com, you can look at the commission plan. I'm not saying to you that you will absolutely make money, but
No, because if you don't show up to work, you don't get a paycheck.
period.
Yeah.
So yes, we have to show up. Yes, we do the effort. But yeah, if you have the option of making 0, doing nothing, and potentially doing something. So um yeah, there's just no downside. There's never been
Yeah.
a day that I'm like, oh, why did I agree to do this?
Yeah, absolutely. Never once, not in almost 4 years.
Yeah.
That'll never happen.
I'm like, I got tricked. I'm in.
I
Like,
know. Oh
but
my
yeah, I
God.
think a lot of people, I mean, we see it all the time, and you can find anything on the internet. And if
Yep.
you search one word, you search Arbonne, and people are saying all this stuff, whatever, it's a myth. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you see people talking bad about this company, it is because they quit early. They
Yeah.
quit and they did not continue. We are not quitting. I will not quit. If it is an effort-based business, 1000%. Maybe they were led in the wrong direction, that they were told and promised something that was not true. I could say that our team has never been that so transparent, but like, there's not one bad thing I can say about this company. Even if I did decide tomorrow to quit and walk away and say, you know what, I'm done, I don't want to put any more effort into this, there's nothing that I could actually go online and trash talk them about. It has
Yeah,
been
absolutely
nothing
not.
but positive.
Yeah.
So incredible company. Stand by it. I literally have an Arbonne pillow in front of me that says Arbonne Lifer right now, that our MVP got for me. And I look at it every single day, and it's like, as cheesy as it might look, or, whatever sound, it's true. Like, that is my full belief is in this company, in these products, in this brand. I know how it's made me feel. I know I've witnessed now you, other people on our team, my friends, my family, like everybody around me, just fall in love with themselves again. And I think that that's the most important part is I didn't know, like you said, I didn't know I needed personal growth till I needed personal growth. And I was
Yep.
like, oh, honey, like
What was I? What was I before?
I was not okay. I still have work to do, but
Yeah. Yeah, we all do. And you know what? We always will, because that's just part of how we evolve into like what we're supposed to be, you know?
yeah. So the
So,
day that comes that there's nothing for left to do would terrify me. Like
yeah.
we need to always be continuously moving forward.
Yeah.
Do not want to be complacent. But yeah, I hope that answers a majority. I don't have another one for you. I think that kind of
That's
like
okay. Yeah.
answers the majority of the business questions. If you guys have anything that we didn't answer or there's still this hesitation, jump on like a 15-minute one-on-one with us. We're totally transparent. We'll share everything. I mean, I have tons of testimonies of people that have jumped into this business and love it and work at their own pace and do it on the side of having a full-time corporate job and kids and a husband and the whole deal, and everyone's life is different and they're coming from all walks of life. So I'm sure there's someone that you can relate to if it's not the two of us. And I can't speak more highly of the company.
I feel like if Mo, when I heard that Mo was a neuroscientist and I think she has 3 kids and they were all super little when she started, I was like, I am not married. I don't have any kids. Why am I? I'm not a neuroscientist by any stretch of the word. What am I doing? Like, she can do this. I can totally do this, you know?
It's
So,
crazy. I mean, we watch those tradings now like every day. And like I've been watching, and they're all like, I was working as like a CPE or like all these like a
yeah,
CEO of this whatever, and these are like extremely successful, extremely busy people. Women talking about twins back to back, and I'm like, hold on, like
yeah,
I'm just trying to shower, work out,
yeah.
like,
Meal
but
prep,
it just
like, yeah.
yeah, it just proves I'm like, you know what? If they can do it with like twins, I can absolutely wake up and put effort into this business every day
Yeah.
and into
Yep.
myself.
Yeah.
So, but I love you. I'm so glad that we did this together and
Yeah, sister.
reach out to us, guys.